Hello, this is Mislav the Slayer doing a live chess commentated chess game, live Blitz chess commentating game. This is going to be, it looks like the Tarash defense? Possibly? No. Queen's Gambit accepted. Well, honestly, I'm actually out. I'm not actually familiar, as familiar with this opening as some of the others. I do know that d takes c5 would be terrible. I've got a feeling bishop takes, or d takes e6 would also be pretty bad. I think I'm just going to go with the idea of getting an isolated pawn on d5 and basically just letting that, just doing that and attacking these two. I mean, the c4 pawn I'll be able to get in pretty much immediately. Ooh, I wonder if e5. No. Well, maybe. e5 might be good there, but I'm not going to play it this game. Because I think I like this structure, actually. And the, I think I can make this pawn work pretty well. Bishop takes e3. Get some castling. And I actually don't mind. This is just kind of begging me to play knight to b5 here. First, let's castle. Ooh, see, okay. Maybe I should have played knight to b5. Just gonna go ahead and play my queen somewhere. But where? I think queen to e2. Or c2, I'm sorry. Queen to c2. Now, that's what I was gonna say. Bishop takes, g takes. I guess it's not great, but I don't mind it in a blitz game really at all. I just don't think it's that big of a... It's not like a... It's not that bad of a structure. I mean, because it's, the, king side, the open G file, now the open H file, and the extra control of E4 and G4, and also with the bishop pair versus, a not bishop pair, it all kind of adds up to, I've just got to do it this way. It all kind of adds up to being a, worth it to have the weaker pawn structure. So apparently I'm going to get some discovered checks here, or win a bishop. After bishop retreats, I have bishop takes h7, and king h8, bishop to what is that? Bishop to g8, I think, and maybe bishop to h6. Bishop takes h6. G takes h6. Well, looks like there might be a checkmate here. Bishop to g8. Bishop to h6 is the only move to prevent checkmate. Bishop takes... Oh, no. What about... Rook takes h6. No, bishop takes h6. Ah. What about, bishop to g6? Now, gonna take the rook and threaten checkmate at the same time. So that's pretty good. Now I'm threatening queen to h7 checkmate. And I can just move my bishop back to e4 then, I guess. Ooh. Oh, I guess it's not checkmate, is it? regardless, I'll win this rook at least. Queen to g6, check. King to f1. And I don't see a follow-up here, well, except for that maybe. King to e1. Okay. King to e1, bishop takes, queen to e4, check, queen takes, pawn takes, bishop retreats, and it's 2 rooks versus a bishop and a knight, which is winning for the 2 rooks. So that's a nice way to simplify. Rather than try to protect this bishop, just sacrifice it to simplify into easy endgame. Okay, just bishop takes. I see what he's trying to do there, but oh, now he wants to take back. At this point. Or was that a draw offer? No, it was a draw offer. Excellent. Excellent. I guess I shouldn't say too much about it. So this, I'm not sure what this is called, but it's a I guess it's just a Queen's Gambit accepted. Yes, okay, it's just a transposition here. That's what it is. That's why it confused me. It's a Queen's Gambit accepted, but he played c5 before I played c4. But this is actually a fairly common, I think, Queen's Gambit accepted. The knight f3, the move knight f3 might be, I think, rare in this variation, though. At least in the beginning stages. I'm not positive about that. And then e6, I think, is kind of the way to go for black. And basically black gets this kind of position, which in a longer game I think would be pretty good for black. And I think actually white might want to try to avoid some of this, like the isolated pawn, and especially these double G pawns. But as this is a blitz game, the piece activity and such, I think, is more than is worth more than the pawn structure, and so I think this is fine for white for the purpose of this game. And I believe that knight to d7 was just not a very good move, because there's these threats here that black really needs to take care of. And I think g6 would basically take care of that threat. I mean, it would leave his dark squares around his king side pretty wide open, but at the same time he also wouldn't kind of lose immediately. And I don't think there was a checkmate here, though I could be wrong. I think with bishop to g8, bishop to h6, bishop takes h6, and one thing I'm worried about is he plays king to g8. Though I suppose then you have bishop to h4, threatening checkmate. So, I mean, maybe that would have been fine. Just bishop takes h6, and if g takes h6, then I have king takes h6 check, and then king takes g8. So actually this might be mate right here. I don't know, maybe I'll try to check it out and put like a comment or something, or no, I probably won't because I don't want to spoil the video or anything like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a mate here, and I think what it is it's bishop to g8, check, king takes g8, queen to h7. So that's the easy one. Bishop to g8, bishop to h6, bishop takes h6, g takes h6, rook takes h6 check, king takes g8, queen to h7. So that's there too. So bishop to g8 check, bishop to h6, bishop takes h6, and I guess the only thing you can do is something funky like knight f6, knight f6, and then bishop to not f4, not bishop to f4, check. Ooh, yeah, that's right. There would be a discovered check though, bishop to f4 check, so it couldn't be knight f6. So this is not a checkmate, but yeah, I think it's just pretty much mate. So bishop to g8 is definitely the move here. and it's bishop to h6, bishop takes h6. The best moves are kind of basically just losing the queen, because there's a bishop moves somewhere. Check, discover check threat. Maybe knight to e5, but that doesn't prevent the mate. So I guess that might be, or maybe g6 actually. No, because then you still have bishop to bishop to f4, mate. Bishop takes h6. Maybe king to. Maybe that's what it is. Bishop takes h6, then king to g8, then bishop to f4. Okay, then there's still the mate threat. So even if it's not a discovered check, it's bishop to f4, threatening the queen, threatening queen takes h7, or queen to h7 mate. So that is definitely right, something where I could have done better. But at the same time, this works out okay. It is, I do win the rook. And the way he played it, I actually won 2 rooks. But and his attack here is like annoying, but not really scary. It's not something where I want to avoid it just because the complications are dangerous. It's just kind of like, you know, I have enough pieces around here, and I can get out of this problem. There's no real threats of checkmate here, so that was a pretty interesting game. It was an interesting positional idea, and then there was some interesting tactics. So I guess that's all you can ask for from a Blitz chess game. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thank you for watching this video.